been asked a lot over the years about how to prep for a selection, right? And there's mental and physical, but the foundation of everything that I believe in when you're going through any selection, especially in the military, is a 70-day course. We'll look at Ranger School. 70 days of being uncomfortable, hungry, tired, mad. Guess what? You get to wear a Ranger tab for the rest of your life.
Sick.
And I never got why some people quit like halfway, 3/4 of the way through Ranger School. I'm sitting there going, man, you're 3 weeks away from your life's largest accomplishment, something that you can hang your hat on, something probably down the road when you have children, that when dad shows their little son a Ranger tab, the inspiration that your child will go, man, my dad did something hard. And that's what people have to do in this life. And so often, especially with technology and social media, all of our behavioral patterns are becoming so impulsive, immediate gratification, and like, put the fucking phone down, go feel the grass, like actually dedicate your life with purpose to something and follow through with it. I mean, I do weird exercises every day. Like I tore my bicep about 2 years ago, and it took a while to rehab, almost a year. And I said, well, I really took for granted using both arms, as silly as that sounds. So I bought a drum set, and every day I play 20 minutes of drums. And at first I could barely do anything. 2 years down the road, I feel like I could play a venue. And it's just weird tasks like that where I challenge myself mentally. And I wish more people just wrote it on their little pad. It doesn't have to be crazy. Like Spanish is one of them, but I'm a little lazy on that one. I got to get better.
It goes to show, think about it. You go through 3/4 of Ranger School and people still drop out. That just goes to show how smart the people that set up the program are, because it really does take that extra effort to make it all the way through, or else everybody would be trying to do it. When we were in D.C., I think one of the things that this country lacks right now more than anything, especially, unfortunately, young people, is perspective. We went to the Holocaust Museum. Have you guys been to it in D.C.?
Yes.
Unbelievable, right? I mean, how can you go to the Holocaust Museum and then have a complaint about anything in your life? I was listening to when Jordan Peterson was on with you, and he was talking about New York City and talking about what a minor miracle it is that Manhattan can exist. With 12, 15 million people, just the infrastructure. I was thinking the exact same thing as I was walking the streets of New York a couple of weeks ago. How does this city even happen? How does the garbage get picked up? How do the vendors supply all the food in every single restaurant and these people never miss a beat? How do the waiters show up? How do the windows get cleaned?
Yep.
It's just unbelievable. If we could all take a deep breath and not be offended by everything, we'd understand that what an amazing existence life is and how lucky we are. Everybody wants this vending machine now, and they think life is so simple, boom, 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 and you get what you want. But man, after walking out, and Dash was the one that really wanted us to go to the Holocaust Museum, and I'm so glad we did. Yeah, and it was at the end of our trip too. And you walk away from that, you just need a couple minutes. It's just unbelievable. And they laid it out so perfectly, how they walk you through it, and you get the evolution, and you see how Hitler, it all started with brainwashing people. It all started with a plan of 4 or 5 years. We're going to get you thinking a certain way, and then we slide in and do what our plan is. And chilling.
Perspective is everything, and something I used to say quite often was, how do you have the unity and the patriotism of September 12th without the tragedy of September 11th? Because you look at the effects of what this country did, it reinvigorated the American public to believe in itself, believe in the people, right? Screw the government. America's awesome because there's men and women willing to give everything to protect it in the name of freedom and liberty. It's amazing. But we lose sight on that, right? Because we're convinced that, you should be offended at everything you do. It's just, I don't know the answer on how to, because you have to go and seek perspective in these times, because stuff is pretty easy. I mean, we have inflation, but generally speaking, America is a really rad place to live, like the best place to live. And I don't know how we convince people to have a better perspective, to appreciate that and move forward, just to
I have one suggestion for people. If you want to have a better perspective in life, and if you want to relieve from stress from your life, you got to cut out mainstream media. If you're ingesting it all day, you've got to stop doing that. It's very harmful. I mean, even for someone like me who's in the news, right? And I've been in the media business my whole life. When I'm bombarded with this stuff, the alerts on your phone and whatnot, and then you go and, like when Adam went to New York, when I went to New York, and you see it's not that bad. Now, unfortunately, I wish we could have shown you some good parts, and you were in Orange County. Orange County feels different too, doesn't it?
Night
lot better.
Night and day.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.